Happy holidays, everybody. What's going on? It's Ryan from Peak, and I'm here to bring you a video of 5 easy exercise solutions that you can maintain your fitness with while we're navigating the stressful holiday season. So whether it's work stress at the end of the year, trying to finish up big projects, you've got family coming into town in a couple weeks, you're finishing up your Christmas shopping, or hopefully this doesn't work up the priority list, but you're thinking about your Christmas cookie recipe. One way or the other, exercise and health always fall down the list this time of year. So how can we maintain our fitness if we can't get into the gym or can't, meet our trainers for appointments? So we're going to give you 5 exercise solutions that you can set up in a circuit if you want a cardiovascular response along with resistance training, or you can do in a traditional model of do a set, take a rest, do a set, take a rest. We'll give you rep recommendations and some demonstrations where you guys can keep this stuff going to maintain your fitness and make sure that we navigate the holidays successfully. We'll see you in January on the other side to move forward with a healthy 2022. Happy holidays, everybody. Hey guys, what's going on? This exercise is a self-preservation exercise with postural correction and gives us a little bit of muscular endurance and stability in our posterior chain muscles, so our mid to upper back. So we're gonna do something called a prone Cobra. So we're gonna lie face down on the ground, and we're going to undo that nasty posture we're in from Christmas shopping every day. So instead of being on this computer posture where everything's closed down in front and internally rotated, we're going to open up and get really tall. So get off your phone, put that down, let's undo your posture, get rid of some neck and upper trap stress and tension, and hop down on the ground to get this done. So we're going to get all the way down, we're going to pull our abs up and in, we're going to maintain a low back curve that's just slight, and then we lift our upper back up. From that position, we're gonna take arms back in an A. We're gonna use our upper back muscles to extend the spine while we maintain that low back curve in neutral without going into hyperextension. Once you're up there in that position, we keep our chin tucked so our head looks straight down at the ground. And we're gonna take our arms, we're gonna open them up externally. From that position, you lift your arms up towards the sky. And as you pull them back there, you should feel a chest stretch. So right in the pecs, down into the front of the shoulders. We're gonna hold that for a 10 count, staying out of our upper traps. We wanna make sure that we are relaxed in the shoulders and in the neck. When you finish your rep for a 10-second hold, you come down, you reset, and we do it all over again. We lift it back up, contract, hold those mid-back muscles on, upper traps off, we hold for another 10 seconds. If we want a progression, what we can do is a Cobra combined with an A position. So our arms come up in an A, same Cobra position. We're gonna pull those arms back until we find our pec stretch. We're gonna drop them down towards the floor, and we're gonna bring them back. We're gonna do repetitions of that movement, and you can do a set of 15 to 20 of those. If you feel like you're starting to recruit your low back, make sure you pull your abs in and you don't quite go up as high. Drop the shoulder blades down, stay out of the upper traps on this one, and it'll help undo some of that nasty holiday posture. Give it a shot, guys. Prone Cobra.
It's Tommy here from Peak Custom Fitness Solutions. So I'm just gonna show you guys 3 different push-up progressions you guys can be doing over the holidays. So you guys can do these at home. If you guys are traveling, you guys can do these anywhere. So I'm gonna show you guys 3 different progressions on how to do a basic push-up. All right, so the big cues we always remember is that we always wanna keep our shoulder blades pulled back and down, keeping our chest proud, all right? We always want to keep our elbows at about 45 to 60 degrees from our ribs. We don't want to be way up in a T, thinking about making like a capital case A, elbow to head, back down to the other elbow, all right? So the first progression I'm going to show you, do it on an inclined surface. So I'm going to do it right here on a barbell for you guys. So I'm going to go on my toes, core braced, shoulders down, elbows tucked, lower myself down, touch the bar right around my chest line, press up, all right? Next progression you guys can do if you guys don't have a surface on an incline like this, if you guys don't have like a countertop, bed, sofa, we can just go on the ground. We're gonna go on our knees. So when we go on our knees, all right, we're gonna go on our knees, hands in front of us. We want our hips forwards. We want a straight line from our head to our knees. I'm just gonna go ahead and squeeze my glutes, lower myself down, press up. Same cueing in terms of how we control the shoulders. So the shoulders still pulled back and down, elbows about 45, 60 degrees. And if that's not too much of a challenge for you, all we're gonna do, same position, we're gonna dig the toes on the ground, lift hips up, getting a straight line from our head to our hips, taper down to our feet, lower down, press up. For that one, we're aiming for our nose, chest, and thighs to hit the ground at the same time. If If you're looking for any other progressions or a challenge on that same movement pattern, feel free to reach out to us at Peak Custom Fitness Solutions, and have a happy holidays.
Happy holidays, everybody. I'm Bean Dupac from Peak Custom Fitness Solutions, here to show you some exercises for the core you can do at home over the holidays. First is going to be what I call marching. You're going to lay on your back, get your spine in neutral. Your legs are bent about 90 degrees, feet are on the floor nice and even, about hip width apart. You're going to lift one foot in the air and put it down before you lift the other foot in the air. Put that down before you lift the other foot in the air. That's your marching. What you're going to focus on during that marching is pelvic stability. I want you to try to grab your pelvic floor muscles and use those to initiate engagement in your abs, in your low abs, as you're lifting those legs. The point is to stabilize the pelvis and to keep it nice and level and still. The variation of that is you can lift your head up. You can support your head with your fingers if you need. I'm going to put my hands at my side. I'm going to do my marching with my head tucked, my chin tucked. I can even look at my pelvic bones to make sure they're stable and still as I lift each leg.
Happy holidays, everybody. It's Peyton from Peak, and I'm here to teach you a simple and super effective exercise that you can do at home or on the go, wherever you are this holiday season. This exercise is called a hamstring bridge, and you don't need any dumbbells, weights, barbells, or any equipment to get it done. The only thing you need is something that you can put your feet up on and get under it. So this exercise is called a hamstring bridge. It's going to work the posterior chain, your hamstrings, even your glutes. So what we're going to do, we're going to lay on the floor. We're going to have our toes facing up toward the ceiling. You want to scoot back or up so that your knees are bent at about a 30-degree angle. You have your arms out here beside you, flat on the floor. First thing you're going to do is brace your core, squeeze your core, really, get that core turned on, activated. The next thing you're going to do is drive your heels into the bench or bed or chair, whatever you're using. You really want to think about digging your heels in and towards you. All right, that's going to activate your legs. Once you're activated, once you're ready, all you're going to do is bridge up, hold, 1, 2, and slowly ease yourself back down. Bridge up, ease down. One more, bridge up, slowly ease down. For a little bit of a challenge, you can do a single leg variation. So one foot on the bench, the other foot up in the air. All you're gonna do is bridge up again, dig the heels down, bridge up, slowly sink down. Try it on the other foot, bridge up, slowly sink down. This is a great exercise to do. Again, you don't need any equipment. Super simple, super effective.
All right, let's bring this home with our 5th exercise in our group for home use. So our last exercise is going to be a lower body exercise that can address our quad and our glute at the same time. So we're going to do a squat, but I'm going to show you a couple different variations that you can set up based on what your needs are and your experience and strength. So first one's a double leg squat. So we're going to get our feet set up, hip to shoulder width, with toes slightly turned out. We're going to make sure to build our arches up and keep our knees in line with our middle toe. We can put our hands on our hips if we're not using any additional resistance, and we're just gonna squat. We're gonna bend ankles, knees, and hips all together. So from the side, we wanna make sure that our shin angle and our spine angles are parallel, and we're only gonna go as deep as we can without losing our lumbar curve here. So if I go any deeper and I run out of hip range, now I'm putting my low back at risk. So know your range. We're all gonna be a little different. Work through the range that you have, and come on right back up. So slow, controlled negative so you can feel that end range. So that's a double leg squat. If we want to progress to something a little harder, we can do something called a single leg modified squat. On that one, the best way to get set up is to keep our feet close together on the start, hands on the hips, and you do a double leg squat. You're going to feel a little restricted with this close stance, but just listen to that restriction. So if you get some hip impingement, stop just above that impingement. From here, without losing our hip position, we're going to shift over to one leg and we're going to place the other toe on the ground. So now I'm loading this side. My right leg's helping me out here just to keep my hips level and to keep my balance. I'm going to come up using my left leg, my glute, and my quad evenly. I'm going to lower slowly, sit back, making sure these shoulders are level too, and drive right back up. So from the side, it's the same angles as we have in our double leg squat. We're just moving through ankle, knee, and hip all together. If that's still a little too easy and want a bigger progression, we can get rid of that back leg. We can do a full single leg squat. So I'm going to place my left foot on the ground. I'm going to pick my right leg up. We're going to balance there. And then we slowly sit back in a single leg squat. So again, same movements, same control. We need the knee over middle toe. We need our hips level. We need a slow descent. And we need to keep the shoulders and hips in the same relationship to the ground. So in other words, if we counter lean, just because we want to make things harder, but we cheat it, we're actually making it a lot easier. So get that rectangle from hips to shoulders level and square, sink down in it, use your hips. If we're doing all these correctly, we should feel a good combination of our quads and our glutes working to extend the knee and extend the hip together. So that's our 5th exercise in our group. That's going to give you a pretty good, well-rounded exercise regimen. If you want to try that in a traditional model where we do 3 sets of our first exercise, taking a rest period in between each, take a break, grab some water, come back to the next exercise, follow 3 sets of that, and so on. That's one way to do it. You're going to have a little more recovery. You can probably do some more reps or push a little harder that way. And then the other way you can do it to get a little bit of a cardio response is to do our exercise number 1, 1 set. Move to exercise number 2, do 1 set. Exercise number 3, 1 set, and so on. So you're going to do all 5 exercises, one after the other, take a short break, and then come back to the beginning again, exercise 1 through 5. And that way you get your heart rate up, get a little bit of conditioning, you save some time too. So if you're really on a time crunch, you want to get this thing down to 15, 20 minutes, you can make it happen. You're going to be working a lot harder, you're going to be a little more metabolically active. All right, so I hope you found some value in those 5 exercises. Now there are no excuses, no downtime over the holidays. Crank out your homework plan if you can't get to the gym, and we'll see you on the other side of New Year's.